figure fans, Gil the Gilness here for afcollectors.com. Time for another awesome AF review. Today we are looking at the Studio Series 86 Hasbro Optimus Prime from Transformers, the movie. You've probably seen a little bit about this guy floating around online. Some of the pictures looks really cool. Looks like the definitive Optimus Prime. Well, we're gonna go ahead and take this one out of the box today and give it a look ourselves. We'll just take a quick look at the box before we go opening it up. There's the back. It looks pretty impressive. Alt mode and robot mode. So let's see here if he actually holds up. All right, you ready? Let's pop him out of the box. All right, there we go. He's out of the box. Looks like he's pretty much all together here right from the get-go. Strapped down, of course, with every twist tie or rubber band you could possibly imagine here. There's the trailer, roller, gun, Prime himself. And then you've got the backdrop here. Backdrop's pretty cool. Right out of Transformers the movie, of course. And then there was the warning label inserts here, instructions, whatever. And then the actual instructions for the figure. This is pretty substantial. As you can see, there's quite a few steps. Yeah, this is no walk in the park transformation. So let's get him out of his cardboard and rubber band tomb here and see what we got. Okay, got him out. Look at that mess. That took a couple of minutes, but he's out, and let's take a look at what he looks like right out of the box. All right, so there we go. Immediately out of the box here, this is exactly what you get. So if you don't want to transform him and just want to put him right on display, you can go ahead and do that. He's ready to go. You can pose him and put him right on your shelf. There's the gun, again, the instructions, roller. That's the little part that goes into the trailer. And of course, all of his blast effects and his energy axe there. All right. So next up, let's take a look at the trailer. All right, pretty standard Optimus Prime trailer, right? There we go, underneath here. Let's see, these come out. It looks like they fold up too. Yeah, there we go. Or turn up, I should say. Okay, I believe in here is a compartment for all of the different accessories, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there we go. So this part here flipped down. You pull that out, and then you've got your compartment there for Optimus's accessories. Also, this part here flips out for stability. All right, so now we'll take a look at the inside of the trailer. Put that down, and then let's see what we got here. There we go. So we've got molded plastic for some of the details. All right, no surprises here. Pretty good Generation 1 look. Put this guy in. There you go. Put a roller in there. Ta-da! It's just like 1984 all over again. All right, there we go. We put the gun on roller there. We've got the little, I guess, repair robot here all set up. You could put a little, I guess maybe a micro knot guy, micromaster, whatever guy in there if you wanted to. I don't even know if that would fit. But yeah, he's got articulation here on the arm. That little clamp opens up. Obviously you can see he sits up pretty high there. He's got the, I guess you'd call it maybe a satellite thing looking there. And he's ready to go. So there you are. There's the trailer portion of Optimus. We'll go ahead and close that right back up. Okay, got the trailer closed up. One thing to note is Roller actually can take the trailer here for Optimus and pull it along. All right. Okay. We can put Roller away now and get into what I think we've been waiting for here, and that is Optimus Prime himself. All right, so he's a pretty substantial figure. He's not too heavy, but you can tell he's got some little bit of weight to him. Definitely not cheap feeling at all. Let's see, probably the only problem I would say is just the back here. There's a lot of kibble kind of hanging off the back end. But Optimus did have his jetpack looking type of thing back there, or I don't know what you would call it. Maybe not a jetpack. Don't kill me for saying that, please. But he always had sort of a back thing there in the cartoon, so we can pretend that that's what that is. But from the front here, my goodness, man, it's pretty accurate, right? I mean, this is probably it for accuracy of a G1 cartoon Optimus Prime that we're gonna get. I mean, things change and improve all the time. Obviously, the Masterpiece stuff is pretty good, but for a Hasbro toy, for a Hasbro figure transformer, this is really impressive. So let's get into transforming. I won't bore you with every single step, but we'll stop along the way to take a look of how he converts into the truck. Ready? Let's go. Yeah, here's the steps. Look at all that to get Prime to turn into the cab, into the truck. This is insane. So 40 steps. What's on the other side here? Okay, yeah, so this is all stuff that we've done already for the most part and talked about. Oh, look at that. You can actually put the little robot guy on the roller too. That's cool. I hadn't seen that before. You can stand them up too. All right, fool around long enough. Let's go ahead and get into transforming Optimus Prime. Here we go. All right, we're making our way through the transformation here, and I'll tell you what, this is the first and only time I will transform him. He's staying in robot mode after this, because this is a pain in the butt. But I'm trying to follow the directions as best I can. All right, let's see how much further we can get. Okay, we're about, I guess, maybe halfway, a little bit more halfway there. While the instructions are not exactly 100% clear, they make sense eventually. And let me tell you, the engineering on this is insane to get it to transform into the iconic Optimus Prime cab. So very impressed so far, but let's keep going and get him into truck mode. All right, well, we got a bit of a mess here. The instructions, again, aren't 1000% clear. So we're trying to figure out how to fold these legs the correct way to get the wheels and the cab and everything to line up. So we're getting there, we're almost there, but yeah, instructions just, I don't know, could be a lot clearer. But, all right, let's see if we can wrap this up. Okay, he's done. Holy moly. That was rough. So the instructions right in here, where you make the big flip here to flip his legs back, aren't very clear. So it wasn't giving me enough room to make the final connections in this part here. Like, the legs weren't going back far enough, but there's a way to do it where this part here actually flips back further. But there's also this area where the legs just move naturally as if he was in robot mode. So you have to be very careful to flip this further down so this fits here. You'll see when you what I mean when you try to go through these instructions. So, but he's all set now. He's in truck mode. It looks cool. I mean, it's not perfect. You know, things line up pretty good, and I don't know, maybe I didn't get the transformation down to 100%, but once you get things lined up, once you start doing it, you start to see where things fall into place, and the transformation itself is not too bad. It's just that first time around that's really kind of challenging, I think. Let's go ahead and put the cab on here. There we go. We've got Optimus Prime. Very cool. There he is, folks. Alright, so it took about, maybe a half hour to transform the very first time total. Maybe not quite. But, yeah, pretty challenging. I mean, I'm not used to transforming these complicated figures. I'm used to the old school stuff. So this is, for me, it's a little bit of a challenge, I guess. But boy, it's very much worth it to see it. I mean, there you go. There's Generation 1 Optimus Prime. Like, I never thought I would see. I bought the first one, well, my mom bought me the first one 40 years ago. And here I am with this one 40 years later, which is really kind of cool. Yeah, it leaves me a little speechless, actually. But it's nice to see it's finally gotten to this point. Finally to the point of kind of cartoon accurate, as close as we can get from a Hasbro Transformers toy. Alright, I'm going to quickly transform him back in the robot mode. We'll put him in the backdrop here, and then we'll call it a day. So give me 1 second. Well, before I forget, while he's in truck mode here, you can take these blast effects here and plug them together. And then you can create the scene from the movie where Prime explodes into robot mode to go after the Decepticons. It's kind of a cool addition. One of my favorite scenes in the movie when Prime comes to save the day. So it's all about the little details sometimes, and that's a pretty nice one. Nice job, Hasbro. Alright, back to robot mode we go. Alright, back in robot mode. There we go. A couple more things to show you here. Let's just put the gun in his hand. One thing to note here, the hands are fully articulated. They've got a couple of joints there so you can bend them at the knuckles. The 3 fingers there are kind of together. This finger here almost looks like 2, but it's supposed to be 1. And then the thumb there actually has a little plastic piece to it too, so it almost looks like Prime has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fingers, but that's not the case. But it's articulated so you can put the gun and I guess other weapons in his hand. So there you are with the gun in his hand. You can see why that the extra bit of plastic is there for the thumb and the pointer finger. Just locks that weapon in a little more secure. It doesn't look too bad. The figure's pretty well articulated overall. As you can see, he's in a fighting stance here. The foot is able to pivot to support him in a pose like this. And obviously you've got all the usual points of articulation, but you can configure him pretty good. There's a lot of movement here for a very complicated engineered transformer. So not bad at all. There's also blast effects for the gun, so you can mimic the gun actually shooting. Kind of a cool little addition. And while this part here is also part of the transforming process, you can push his fist into his arm there and add Prime's axe to his arm. So he's ready, totally ready for battle now. He's firing the gun, he's got the axe ready to go. It's in the battle pose, he's all set. We also can't forget Optimus Prime does carry the matrix of leadership. Let's check this out. So you can open up his chest panels here. It's a little difficult to do because they do sit pretty flush. And then flip up that gray panel, and there you go. There's the matrix. So it does pop out of there, as you can see. It's very, very small. It does fit in Prime's hand though, so you can have him hold it. Or you can even give it to Ultra Magnus or Hot Rod. There's the inside of Prime's chest without the matrix. And it snaps right back in and closes up pretty easily. Okay, there he is in the diorama. I know not the best pose for it and not the best placement, but gives you an idea of what he looks like and how you can put him in there with a cool backdrop. Ready to go to fight Megatron. Hopefully we'll be seeing Studio Series 86 Megatron pretty soon. But this one is Optimus Prime, and this one is definitely one of the better Studio Series, better Transformers overall that Hasbro has ever done in 40 years. It is truly one of my favorites. I'm very impressed. A couple little hiccups with the transformation. It's just a complicated transformation. No way around that. But other than that, it's overall pretty good. The trailer, the effects, the backdrop, the figure, the gun, the articulation, the likeness is pretty spot on. Thank you, Hasbro. Great job with this one. Really love it. And we will see you on the next review here on afcollectors.com.